All right, good morning, everyone. Still morning time, right? We are coming live from our vendor of the week's home, Matt Montalvo, with Matt Montalvo Photography. So, congrats on getting our vendor of the week.
Oh, thank you.
So, basically, I'm just going to ask a couple questions. If you can tell us a little bit about yourself first, though.
Yeah, I was born in Houston, raised there. I went to Texas State. Then after that, I graduated and moved to Austin. I started doing photography stuff while I was in college and graduated, couldn't find a job, so I just kind of kept doing it, and here I am 9 years later.
Nice. And what got you into wedding photography specifically?
Well, I was always into arts, like drawing, music, painting, photography. And I had a buddy who, booked a wedding. Didn't really know what he was doing. He wanted a second shooter, so he's like, "Hey, you're gonna shoot with me." I'm like, "All right." So I shot with him, and then just kind of took off from there. So,
Nice.
yeah.
And you said you've been doing this for 9 years? Right?
Yes.
Awesome. So what is it like for a bride to get, or a couple to get in contact with you once they decided, okay, we're looking for we're looking through a couple of photographers? How did they get in contact with you?
Usually through my website. I just kind of direct people there. I have a contact page, and they can, fill it out, email me, and if I'm open, then we can get a line of communication going.
Awesome. And on your page, I'm assuming you have a couple of ideas of what you can do, I guess with like lighting and whatnot.
Yeah, it's got a lot of portfolios, lots of candid stuff, post stuff, talks about my editing styles, it's kind of what comes in the packages and all that good stuff.
Awesome. And once they do book with you, is it with do you have certain packages like you said? Is it packages, or is it kind of you're booked for so long kind of thing?
It's a little hybrid. So there's a starting package, and after that there's a la carte items. But if you get other packages, because you can do either, but the packages you kind of get a better deal. So you get extra hours, extra edits and stuff like that. So.
Okay, awesome. And do you have like a favorite venue that's like your best for specific pictures that our bride and groom are looking for?
I feel a venue where I can see the sunset is, usually showcases my work the best. I'd say Terrace Club, obviously one of the best spots in town to see the sunset. So
Definitely.
That's if I had to pick one favorite place to shoot, it'd probably be that place.
Awesome. And when you sit down with the bride and groom, do you kind of get an idea of what they're looking for their pictures, or is it do they kind of give you free reign on that?
It's a little hodgepodge. Some people, they're just kind of like, "We love your work, do what you do." Some people have all these photos off Pinterest. I want to get some of this stuff done. So, and I'm pretty flexible. I can do either. I don't get offended when people are like, "Yeah, this shot from Pinterest. Can you do that?" It's like, yeah, no problem. So
definitely. And do you typically use a second shooter? I know you mentioned that you've worked
not
as
usually.
one.
I typically shoot solo. Probably 90% of my weddings, but every now and then, certain weddings, it helps to have a second shooter for certain weddings. Like if they're gonna have a very short ceremony, like they walk in there, exchange rings, walk out, then it helps to have a second shooter because I'm very thorough when I shoot. So I like getting bride's face, groom's face, wide shots, verticals, horizontals, just kind of everything. And if I have 4 minutes to get all that done, it helps to have a second shooter because I can post them up in the middle and I can run around like crazy and get all my other shots.
Awesome.
So.
And what's the editing process like once, say, the wedding's over and you come back ready to start editing? What's the process look like there?
So typically I try to have everything finished within a week. Almost every time I can meet that deadline. I just edit all day every day, man. It's gotta wake up early, just kind of start editing until late, and then usually kind of knock it out.
Awesome.
I'm a big work before play type of person, so usually I try to get everything finished by like Wednesday or Thursday, then spend Thursday uploading, and then usually shoot another wedding Friday or Saturday.
Of course. So with photography, what's it like working with other vendors? I know typically y'all are kind of fighting time with the sunset, but still trying to meet a timeline. What's it like kind of trying to balance all that?
Well, the best people to work with for me are people that are flexible. Some people are very like, this is my timeline, we have to stick to it precisely. And then say it's cloudy, and it's like, oh, well, we're not going to get a sunset today. We shoot the photos a little sooner. Some people will be like, no, we can't. We got to do this or that. And it's like that's a little hard to work around sometimes, but that's a rarity. Most professionals are pretty flexible. They'll be like, yeah, let's the photos are important. It's obviously important to the couple. Let's make sure you get the right photos, and then we'll move some stuff around.
For sure.
So
Awesome. So, I had one. I just lost it. Do you have like a specific wedding that you remember in particular that has been like your favorite to shoot?
Like an actual wedding?
Like an actual wedding, or even an event?
Um,
Not put you on the spot there, but
yeah, not really. I mean,
not really.
I've done over 500 weddings, so they all kind of. I mean, there's, I'll be like, oh, that was an awesome wedding, and a month later, it's like
another one comes.
Yeah,
around.
My brain just kind of washes out, and
for sure.
and then it's so funny. Like when I talk to couples during consultations, well, I always bring up like examples, and I always use examples from like the last 3 or 4 weddings. It's rare that I'm like, I did this wedding 2 years ago, because it's like if you do so many, you just kind of whatever's fresh on your head, you can bring back and recite quickly. So.
What is one thing, say back 9 years ago when you first started, one thing you would go back and kind of give yourself advice on, if you had any?
Be better at the SEO game.
Okay.
And the blogging. That's I got started in that way late, so it's not really a big deal, but I've been finally doing SEO and all that blogging stuff, like, well, not as good as I could, but I just started that maybe 2 years ago. So I mean, there's people that have been doing it for 5, 6, 7 years, and they have a solid footing in all the SEO searches and stuff. But I was like, I'll just work hard on the photos and not worry about all the web stuff. It's funny when you own your own business. It's like you have to do everything. It's like you have to be your SEO specialist, your marketing specialist, and the whole web presence or thing, social media. That's something I haven't really been awesome at. That's something I just kind of I do Facebook, and I just got on Twitter and Instagram this year.
Wow.
Yeah, and everyone else has been doing that for years. I just I'll put a lot on my plate as it is. So because I do everything. I do album designs, emails. I do all the shooting, all the editing. I don't outsource anything. So it's there's little extra like, oh, now I gotta do Instagram, now I gotta do Twitter, now I gotta do YouTube. It's like, maybe later. So,
last thing on your mind.
Yeah, so I'm finally starting to found some programs to kind of integrate one post and kind of do a little bit, but yeah, I'm trying to be better at it. But we'll see what happens. So.
Awesome. And what's your favorite thing about shooting weddings?
Just meeting couples, meeting people. It's kind of you're there, they want you to be there. It's documenting the best day of their life, and everyone's happy, everyone's having a great time. And just kind of just watching that and documenting it, and being honored to document it. That's like awesome. Yeah. So
besides the ceremony and what's another one? Ceremony and sunset pictures. What's your favorite thing to take a picture of, or take pictures of?
First dance.
First dance.
Yeah. Well, portraits are my favorite because you create the best stuff because you have total control. You can be like, stand here, face this way. We're gonna get this light. And you create the shot, but so it can always come out awesome. Yeah. But as far as like just documenting, I love the first dance.
The first dance.
Or the father-daughter dance, because sometimes that gets really emotional. Yeah. And they're crying, they have really sweet songs, and sometimes I'll start crying. So. But first dance is usually cool too, especially when they do like it's choreographed and they're picking the brides up and spinning them around. That's pretty cool to see.
Awesome. So now we're just gonna go to a couple music questions. I saw you're a big music fan. I saw 2 guitars downstairs in your office.
The years, man, so like 11 or 12. So.
Awesome. So we're gonna go. Say you're getting married here in the next couple of weeks. Like we do our final consultations ourselves. We'll ask the questions of what's gonna be your first dance song.
Well, when I was married, our first dance song was Michael Bublé covering "Can't Help Falling in Love." So it's kind of a classic, but I always like when bands and artists remake classics. But if we could go back in time, we would have done "Bright Eyes," "First Day of My Life." Okay, so that's a good one. Because that's more our song that we like. But she wanted to do it, but I was like, I can't dance to that. "Can't Help Falling in Love" is very slow, so I can like waddle back and forth. But the "Bright Eyes" is a little fast. So, but in hindsight, she always says every time it comes on, she's like, we should have had that for first dance. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And
so go back in time, you would do that.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I'd do that one.
Let's see. I guess not typically for you, but what is your favorite father-daughter dance to see? The song, specifically.
Let's see. What's that like? Here's my daughter in the water. My
okay.
daughter.
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about, but
It's from Knocked Up. Like it's at the end of Knocked Up. But
yeah.
the first time I heard that, I was just like, oh, the tears. I was like, that is awesome. And there's and that's more like an indie one. A more like traditional one that I like is the Cinderella one, where he's like dancing with his daughter, like playing Cinderella. Then she gets older, and then I don't know. So sweet.
Okay.
So,
awesome. I see Anthony sent us a message. What is it? Daughter. It's called Daughter.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, mother-son dance song.
Mother-son dance. Simple Man's a good one.
I've seen that one a lot
Yeah,
lately. It's like a really popular one I've noticed lately.
I'm a big rocker, so it's kind of a rock
Your
song
go-to.
that you can actually dance to. So. Well, I didn't do a mother-son dance at our wedding. We just did we did It's a Wonderful Life, and we just kind of, my wife and her dad started, and I came in halfway through. I'm not a dancer. Gotcha. But what I was gonna do Simple Man, but that's like, I don't want to do 3-4 minutes dancing in front of everybody.
Basically,
my mom, so it's like I can do a minute. So
yeah, a lot of grooms are like, can you like fade it out halfway
yeah.
through? I really appreciate it. What about bouquet toss?
Let's see here. Single ladies.
The go-to.
Very go-to, but girls just want to have fun. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I sit at the top of my head. That's kind of a fun one. The girls like that.
Garter toss.
So, again, when I did my wedding, we did. So I'm a big football fan, so we did like the Monday Night Football.
That's
song.
awesome, yeah.
And then my buddy brought me the football, so I put the garter on the football
and
threw the football to the crowd of guys because guys will catch a football. A lot of guys don't want to catch
the garter. Exactly.
So that was pretty fun. But I like when they do a Mission Impossible type of music, and the guys all go in there and they're going around trying to find the garter. That's always kind of funny. So.
That's a good one. What about last slow song of the night?
Oh man. That's a hard one. There's so many good slow songs. I don't know, there's something slow, like piano type of songs.
Piano type of song.
I did like that. It's so overplayed now, but that one song. It's got the black dude with the short, kind of curly hair. It's easy. It's like a piano. What would I do without your sweet smile? Knocking me out your beautiful town.
Oh.
My head is so dizzy. So I'll bring you down.
Okay, I'm drawing a blank right now.
It goes something like all your beautiful curves and edges.
Anthony, you got anything? Let us know. Oh, there it is. There it is. What's Anthony got to say?
Says,
no clue.
You guys know I'm just a bad singer.
All of Me by John Legend. There you go.
That's a good song.
Thank you, Jenna. Appreciate it. For that.
That's a good, like I said, it's very overplayed, but that was, when it first came out, very awesome song.
Last upbeat song?
Shout's always good.
Shout's a good
Journey is my favorite, just because I like photographing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's singing along.
With those circles and stuff.
Yeah, you get those just great, like, open mouth, screaming photos. Journey's probably my favorite song to photograph.
Awesome.
As far as like a dance song, just because I always get good stuff during it. So.
Your personal music preferences, say favorite band.
Oh man, probably Tool.
Tool, nice.
I'll give you a couple. So I like Tool, Bad Religion, Dredge, The Deer Hunter, Killswitch Engage.
Okay.
I like all the rock, some metal. I also like some slow stuff too. So.
Cool. What's your one? We're in the middle, or I guess we just started summer last week. Your song of the summer right now. Currently on the radio that you're like, okay, this I need to listen to like 24 times before it gets really annoying.
Don't actually do much radio.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny, these days I actually listen to like talk radio when we get on the radio.
Okay.
But yeah, nothing that I'm really jamming right now.
So okay.
It's kind of, I guess the new Deer Hunter is about to drop, so that should be
there
good.
You go.
I'm listening to the new Asking Alexandria, that's pretty good. So, but nothing's been blowing my mind lately. I don't have that album right now that I'm just listening to nonstop. Right. So.
Favorite send-off picture, or favorite send-off to photograph, I'm sorry.
Sparklers.
Sparklers?
Definitely.
The go-to?
Yeah, because you get, it's all about lighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get all that awesome lighting on both sides. It just looks awesome, you know.
Awesome.
It's because it's typically outside, so you know the flash. You know you got your wireless flashes and stuff, but sparklers you don't need much extra stuff because you got all that light coming from the sparklers.
Okay.
And it kind of looks a little bit more romantic.
Definitely. And last question, unless anyone out there has a quick question for him, what would you want people to know when they're booking Matt Montalvo photography?
Gonna get someone that works hard and is gonna get awesome photos.
Awesome.
I feel sometimes I am more concerned by getting like their perfect photos than my couples are. I'm like, the sun's setting. They're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, no, we need to do this. So, because you know, some couples just they want to get out there, they want to party, they want to be with their guests, which I totally understand. So I just try to be as quick as possible. You know, like 5 minutes, we'll go out there, rock it out, get the photos, last the rest of your life. And like, all right, so.
For sure. Okay. And how can people find you again? What's the best way for them to find you?
www.mattmontalvo.com.
And you're on social media as well?
Yes, I'm on Facebook, kind of on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, Pinterest.
Still dabbling
I have
a little
pages.
bit.
You can follow me on that stuff. I do post, but most of my posting is going to be on Facebook. And actually, my personal Facebook page, not my my business. Is the personal you can like tag people, send friend requests and stuff. So
For sure.
I try to all those platforms. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you again for meeting with us. Congratulations again. And again, book with Matt Montalvo Photography. And we'll see y'all next week for our next Vendor of the Week video. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.